Alright, so hi guys! In normal me fashion, would you be surprised? No, it's not the first time I'm recording this audio. No, it is not. If you've been a fan of mine for a while, I have always said how much I love coloring other people's art. I really do. With permission, obviously. I don't go around stealing art and claiming it's mine. This on screen right now is actually a collaboration with Drawing with Waffles, which I don't think she even knows who I am, but I've been a fan of hers for a very, very long time, and she's a pretty big artist YouTuber, and she's an artist YouTuber that I really admire because she went from being a fully digital artist when I started watching her years ago to now being a traditional sketchbooky, concept-y type of artist, which I think is a really interesting shift from where she started. So, excuse me about that. Anyway, I was watching her most recent video, and I saw that her favorite winter snack, ironically enough, is my favorite winter snack. And she offered the line art for free for people to. But she was doing a winter snack on peppermint bark, which is my favorite winter snack as well. Also, sorry if you hear stuff in the background. There's nothing I can do. My workspace is in my living room, and I have animals, so I don't really feel right trapping them in other rooms to record stuff because then they meow and scream and I feel bad and I feel like a bad mom and I don't want to be like, oh yeah. Anyway, nothing to do with what I'm fucking talking about here. So, a couple things I want to talk about though with the art is like I said, I've been a big fan of Ren's for a while, but I have a critique, and this is a personal critique. This is a me issue, and I'm going to acknowledge it's a me issue. I don't like how messy her line art is. I think when she does fully colored stuff, fully done everything, I think it looks great. I love her paintings. I love her stuff like that. But when she does the digital line art, and I don't know, maybe I downloaded it wrong, but when I downloaded it, it was really, really tiny. And I like coloring on some big bitches. I had to blow up this canvas by like 4,000 extra pixels just to make it look up to my standard of how I like to color. Again, it was a free line art. Maybe she did that on purpose, but if you guys notice, I actually go through and I originally, when starting out with this, I started off where I tried to keep her broken lines. I tried to keep a little bit of the messiness, and I just couldn't do it. I could not do it. Maybe if she had posted like a transparent high-res copy of the line art, which by the way, she has no right to. She doesn't have to. This is my critique, which is my opinion. I'm not saying everyone else has to agree with me. But that's why I ended up going through and I ended up relining the whole thing and then picking things out. I also wanted to make sure that I actually took some peppermint bark for when I was coloring it because I'm a fan of it. And I wanted them to be different than how she did it because, I mean, that's kind of the point of a color me line art. You know, you kind of want to make it your own thing, even though it's not your own thing. And so, I don't know if you guys can hear that. My cat is currently licking postage. And anyway, I ended up going into Photoshop, and if it doesn't happen like right now on screen, I'll when it comes up you'll see it. I end up going into Photoshop, and I end up using the crystallization feature to make the photo I was using as reference easy to color pick. If people want, I am technically working on a coloring tutorial pretty soon because I'm trying to get a lot of December done in advance. If you guys are watching this in the future, I'm recording this and doing this in December, just so I can have some briefing time. But pretty much what's going on is it creates it. I don't exactly know how. Obviously, I'm not that great with Photoshop, but I know it pretty much creates photos and stuff for the crystallization feature. I used to use it for backgrounds a lot, but it makes it so everything's just really easy to freaking color pick depending on how big you want the crystals to be. So that was an easy way to color pick things, as well as being able to pick like colors that are pretty harmonious together. Once I get to the shading, I changed a couple things up because I wanted to make things look more white than just creamy. But then when I was fully done with the picture, yada yada yada, here we go. I really wanted to make it cohesive. That's something else I'm personally working on. Something that I learned back in when I was taking AP painting in high school was that when you are painting something, you want to have like one hue in all of your mixed paints so it looks a little bit harmonious. And as someone who likes bright ass colors in her artwork, just not on her personally, I always had an issue with that because I like colors popping in different accents. But to be fair, if you're doing a scene or a mood or some really dramatic lighting, you need to have that harmony together, because if you don't, it's gonna look really, really weird. And that's something you tend to see with a lot of animation now is, you'll see if they don't do it right, you'll notice the moods and like the sceneries don't exactly match. And it's a little thing you really are not going to notice until you like start practicing it and learning about it. And so at the very end, I end up just going through with a screen. I think it's called screen layer. And I put a red over all of it just to have it a little bit better so it's easier on the eyes. But yeah, that's pretty much my process of this, and how much I liked it. I wanted to talk about it this time. I know it's a little bit of a quickie video, but I wanted to talk about it because I didn't want to just have it be a speed paint, especially because it is Rin and she is a bigger YouTuber, than myself, and I've been a fan of hers for many years. Oh, another thing, I don't know if I recorded it, but I was able to make sure to get her watermark in there when I am coloring other people's stuff and they have a watermark that's like on the side or there. I try to incorporate that the best I can so people know who the original artist was, and But if you guys like what you see here, please. Oh my god, I was about to say like and subscribe. I mean, yeah, that does help, but you don't have to if you don't want to. I was gonna say, if you want to see the finished picture, it's currently on my DeviantArt the time this video goes up, so you can click that in my link tree down below. And as always, guys, I will see you next time. Bye!